time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Chris Taylor, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Max Scherzer gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Miami, center fielder Starling Marte.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of teams right now that haven't been playing very good baseball, D-Row. One of these two teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes one W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on a losing streak, but someone finds a gap, someone puts their best foot forward and has a nice outing on the mound. This can turn around super quick.
Digging in now, Chris Taylor. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's slugging over .550 on the season. A lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
Into the box now, Franz Reyes. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate, currently leading the National League in that category.
Come on, don't let him score! Let's go, man.
First offering on its way. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the runner is in from second.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
in is Jorge Soler, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Shut him down now.
Grounded to short. Turner has it to Dozier for one. Back to first, but it's right by him. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play.
Garrett Cooper.
Stepping up now, Garrett Cooper, and the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. In the air out toward right field. Moving under it, Santana, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 2, the Nationals coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Sandy Almanza is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Digging in, Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Trey Turner.
First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Now in the box, Brandon Drury. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Almanza is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat. Well, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump 2 of them in there. You're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is a pretty easy at-bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Striding into the box, Juan Soto. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Drury, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Batting 4th, third baseman, Matt Adams.
Here's Matt Adams now. Carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. First offering on its way. And a changeup right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one. Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-1.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Smoke toward the hole. Marte has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Past battles with Scherzer, he's hitless in 6 tries.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Drury into foul territory, and that will end up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ari Perez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Sandy Almanza. He grounds it sharply to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. At the plate, Domingo Santana. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Stays alive, still 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we focus on something real quick? There's 3 of them out there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball. That's just special right there. Look for some highlight reel plays in this one.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Aaron Hicks. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. From the stretch. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle. 1 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Soler, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. From the stretch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Hicks stands at second with 2 gone. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And this is off the fence now, out near the Washington bullpen. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Hicks. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Chris Taylor, a 2-run shot. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Drury fields it cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Franz Reyes. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here it comes, 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting.
In now, Jorge Soler. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins lead this one 5-0. Leading off the inning, Max Scherzer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now to the plate, Trey Turner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marte will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Adams is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Ari Perez.
Digging in, Ari Perez. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Sandy Almanza, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. So striding in, Juan Soto. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Soto.
High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Adams.
Settling in now, Matt Adams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Now at the plate, Domingo Santana. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
A shot down the first baseline. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nationals gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
the last at-bat, Matty D. We heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. Turner gloves it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Franz Reyes.
Striding in once again, Franz Reyes. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hicks. And that ends the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and a strike to count. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out toward second. Marte fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 1 away, and that'll bring in the power hitting second baseman, Brian Dozier. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. A 1-1. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. He'll come in with an average down to 230, 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit in the air out to right. Reyes has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Matt Grace takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Matt
In now, Jorge Soler. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th. He's set, and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Let's go, Nats.
The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now the 3-0 offering. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. This is line to left. Soto is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 0-1. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Stepping into the box, Ketel Marte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Now the 2-0 home. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Dozier has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens. Rock-solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Line to the right side, but foul. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Taylor has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Ready now, Juan Soto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now batting, Ari Perez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Catcher, Ari Perez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Go.
0-1 count. Here it comes. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Into the box, Sandy Almanza. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Starling Marte. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
And that's in there, base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Don't let him score.
In now, Matt Chapman. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now.
Let's go, DC.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Popped him up. But this will land untouched.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
The next 0-2 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. 32 now for the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Into the box, Franz Reyes. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Soto moves over, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little dribbler up the third baseline. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Standing in now, Garrett Cooper. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Marlins 9 and the Nationals nothing. Here's Matt Adams now.
Leading off for Washington.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see there, he's sitting in 2nd place in the National League in that department. Ready for another shot now, Domingo Santana. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. And this will be fouled away. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 0-1. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. 0s in the run and earned run columns. So striding forward now, Ari Perez. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2 balls and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nationals, got it.
Hot shot to third. Drury gloves it. And there's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 22, Sandy Almanza.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Almanza. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
0-1's the count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line. Foul. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Again, a 1-2. And a good strike 2 pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins on top, 9-0. Here's Brian Dozier now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First offering on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Fouled off. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in, Elias Diaz. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Grounded back up the middle. Glove by Taylor. And that's the second out.
The pitcher, number 33, Matt Gray.
Andrew Stevenson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Andrew Stevenson.
Softly hit here to the left side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the speedy Trey Turner gets a chance following the base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reyes is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals lead 1. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Number 60 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Starling Marte. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's set. Now the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game is pretty special.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Marte, the runner at third. Taylor is at second with nobody out. A bouncer to the left side. And this will be an RBI as the run comes in to score from third.
Now batting, right fielder, Franz Reyes.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franz Reyes. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. A fastball that just misses inside. Runner at second here with 1 man out.
Let's go, Nationals. Come on.
And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Come on, Nance, let's go!
The 1-2. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
In is Jorge Soler.
He swings and lines it to left.
And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he's in safely to third, as a run will score on the play as well.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Into the box, Garrett Cooper, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Coming to the plate now, Ketel Marte, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 3 runs already home here. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, as this lead got even wider.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
In now, Ari Perez, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Oh, come on, huh? What are you doing?
2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
The pitcher, number 22, Sandy Almanza.
So here now is the pitcher, Sandy Almanza.
Let's go, DC.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. This is back toward the mound. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's Starling Marte as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Marte has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
These are the stats the oppositions look at, being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Perez at second, Almanza on at first with two down.
Here we go.
And it's fouled away. And strike three there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. Miami's out in front, 14-0. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Here it comes on 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Digging in to try it again, Juan Soto. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down. And this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals, Matt Adams. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Last strike now for the Nats. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
14-0 is the final in this one. The Miami Marlins put up an incredible 20 hits on the board in this one. Sandy Almanza earns his 12th victory in the ball game with 15 strikeouts. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro trains are available at the Navy Yard station just north of the ballpark on M Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia station just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, silver, and orange lines can be made at La Infant Plaza and red line service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, 3 post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available on M Street by way of Tingley Street.